Hi guys, welcome to another video. I've always received inquiries about the business name. Funny enough, this is one area of entrepreneurship that amazes me a lot. I've seen people who would name their businesses after the name. Sometimes I struggle to find out the objective behind that particular move. My name is Tosin Ekundaya, for instance. I see no reason why I should name my business Tosin Ekundaya, especially if it doesn't express what my business is all about. For example, I could decide to have a restaurant. Does it make sense to name my business Tosin Ekundaya? Business names are not one of those concepts that you can just pick out of the blue. It's very similar to a logo. It's very similar to a color theme, which I'll talk about in another video. Now, the business name is another opportunity similar to the logo. Usually they go hand to hand. They go next to each other. It expresses the same thing. It gives you an opportunity for you to represent the value that you actually stand for. Now, according to research, I did some research of my own, and I discovered that most times people come up with businesses have names that represent their value, like I said before, but most times it's advisable to stick your business name to 2 or 3 syllables. I'll give you examples. Facebook, 2. Google, 2. Google. Okay? Coca-Cola is long, but we refer to it as Coke. You see how it is? So if you look at the best companies in the world, most of them, even though they don't have a 2-syllable name, they usually, or the customers usually short form it to a 2-syllable word. Now, there is no psychology or analogy about this. But the advantage is you want to pick a name that your customers can easily remember. Okay? The word doesn't necessarily have to have a meaning. Facebook didn't have a meaning until Facebook came. It was the value that Facebook represents, which was connecting the world, that gave Facebook the meaning that it has today. Now Google has turned into a verb. My advice, be creative with your business name so at least you can stand out of the crowd. You can stand out from your competition and be unique. Okay? But you also have to be sensible to be able to connect with your audience. You don't want a name that confuses them much more than it gives them clarity. I said the same thing about the logo. Okay? So you have to consider a lot of factors before you actually decide to pick a business name. What is my expectation for this company? What is my objective for this company? Okay, which letter is easy for them to remember? Which name is easy for them to remember? I would assume that Facebook had done a little bit of analysis when they decided to pick that name, Facebook. And one of the analysis would be, it means nothing, Facebook. They'll be wondering what Facebook actually means. That's an angle. The idea is to be able to connect. And don't forget, whatever business name that you pick, make sure it's in line with your logo. Again, you don't want a business name that confuses your people. And if they struggle to remember your name, they will struggle to remember the product you're actually bringing forth. But my advice would be, find a word or a name that conveys the value that you stand for while connecting with your target market as an audience. Something that is easy for them to remember within the 2-3 syllable max. Okay, the idea of using your name to represent your business, it's kind of old school, and I think is more egoistic and pride oriented. You just want to show to a certain group of people that this business belongs to you. Sometimes it works if you're a superstar. For example, you're a music star, you're a superstar. It might work, that's okay. But if you are like, no offense, like a nobody like myself who is not popular, whose name is not a David Beckham or Mohamed Salah, whose name is not a ready-made brand, then it actually doesn't make a sense. It doesn't actually make sense, to actually name your business after you. You have a company license. It already shows that you are the owner of the business. If you want them to know, it's okay. Tell anyone that you're owner of the business. But when it comes to the business name, it has an impact on the success of your business. And it's very important that you name it rightly and you use the right strategy. Okay? Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next class.